Hello. Thank you for stopping back by for an episode of The Final Four with me, Biwala. The Final Four is a show where we go over our top NBA Prizepicks plays for the day. Today is January 22nd, 2024. A very cold and icy Monday where I'm at. So our last video did do well. We went 3-0. It was 4 props, but LaMelo didn't end up playing, so he got scratched, but the 3 props that we did pick hit. So that's good. That's always nice. We'll get a little bit of a win streak going here, hopefully. And we're going to give Melo another shot today. That's a spoiler alert for the Final Four today. And without further ado, let's do the too long didn't read version today, and let's get right into it. Our top 4 Prizepicks plays for the day. Alright, so coming in at number 1. It's an ugly one, so strap into your seats. It is Giannis Antetokounmpo for less than 16.5 points in the first half against the Detroit Pistons. And this is kind of a rough one. Obviously, Giannis can go off for 50 points at any time, but recently he just kind of hasn't been that 50-point player. He just has so many offensive players on his team. I think it makes it a little tougher for him, or at least makes it easier for him, because he doesn't have to take on so much of the offensive load there, although he kind of can at any time. But I mean, we got Brook Lopez, Chris Middleton, Dame Lillard, all scoring, all had a pretty productive game in the last game against the Pistons. And that just happened, I think, 2 days ago. So, you know, obviously it can play out differently. Dame went off for 45 points. I don't think we see that again. But with just so many mouths to feed out there, I don't think, especially first half, Giannis goes over 16.5. He only had 8 in the last matchup, which is lower than normal, and I do think he probably gets over that, but I just don't think he goes over 17 before halftime. He only did this 1 out of the last 5, and that was against the Celtics, which is obviously a much closer game, a game that the Bucks would want to win. They're going to put the ball in Giannis's hands a lot more, I think, in that scenario. So yeah, we're gonna ride this one out today and hope that hopefully it's another Dame day, maybe another Brook Lopez day. And so that's the first spot today, less than 16.5 points for Giannis in the first half. For our second spot today, it is another ugly spot. Another name that you really don't like to see less next to, and that's Joel Embiid. And we got him for less than 13 rebounds. And, you know, this is another rough one, definitely. Embiid is 0 of 5 out of the last 5 games in hitting this line. Typically, you're going to see Embiid rebound lines around 11.5. So they gave him an extra rebound and a half for this game because it's the Spurs, obviously one of the worst teams in the league. But if you back out, in his last 10 games, he's only over this 3 times. So 30% hit rate in the last 10. And I just think he's more focused on scoring right now than he is at really getting rebounds and assists. If you watch a Philadelphia game, he's not hunting the rim, man. He's typically already back at half court by the time the rebounds popping out, which is kind of interesting for a big man like him, but it's a high line, you know. We're just kind of hoping he doesn't go off for 20 rebounds tonight, but I think that that just really hasn't been his role recently, so we're hoping that he sticks with that tonight, and we're going to go with less than 13 rebounds for our second spot tonight. Third spot's another less on rebound spot. Interesting slip today. A lot of less. But our third spot today is going to be Scotty Barnes, less than 8 rebounds. And this is a play we've played a couple times recently. We did rebounds and assists last time, but Scotty seems to still be holding up his end of the deal on the assists, but not the rebounds. And, you know, I'm sure that has something to do with Quickly and RJ Barrett. being on the team now, I know Quickly grabs rebounds, so that's definitely cutting into his rebounds. But Scotty Barnes, he's a minus 160 to go under 8.5. So they have him at 8. Out of his last 10 games, he's only gone over this one time, which is actually an interesting statistic. I wouldn't have assumed that it was that bad. But the last time that Scotty Barnes played Memphis, he had 2 rebounds. So we're just gonna hope that it ends up similar to that one. I really feel good about this spot tonight. I feel good about it. The books feel very good about it. So I like that one. I could definitely see that prop being pulled off the board later. So let's hope that Scotty Barnes doesn't go straight rebound mode tonight and kind of stays on the path that he's been on. We'll just keep him as a scorer. And last but not least, our 4th spot of the day is going to be LaMelo Ball for over 21.5 points. This is another tough one. We just went through this a couple of days ago, and then LaMelo got DNP'd, so we didn't even get him. We didn't get to see how he performed against Philadelphia. Now he's going up against Minnesota, so literally it's like he's only playing the best teams in the league right now. But you go back in his history, 8 out of 10 of his last games, he's gone over this line, and one of those that he missed was 21 points, so he missed it by 0.5. So almost 9 out of 10 of his last games, he's gone over this line. When he's on the court, he's gonna be the Charlotte Hornets' main scorer. And I wouldn't say that the Charlotte Hornets win this game, but if they can keep it even remotely close with the Timberwolves, I think Melo clears this. 21.5 is a low line. We just had him the other day at 23.5, and I liked that against Philly. I think 21.5, he should be able to clear this one pretty easily. Well, I don't know about easily, but I do think that he can clear it before the game gets out of hand. We're just hoping that he doesn't come out on a minutes restriction. But I don't think he will, and I think that he can get to 21.5 against the Timberwolves. It's a low implied total, but LaMelo balls, man. It's right there in his name. Well, thank you guys for watching the video today. If you would please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you would. Hopefully we can keep our streak going. We were 3-0 in the last video. Hopefully we can make it 7-0 starting tomorrow. Get a good win streak for the beginning of the week. That would be great, right? And thank you guys for stopping by. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you would. Stay warm out there, folks. And let's get a win streak going. What do you say? Thanks for stopping by, guys. Have a good day. Peace.